Welcome to part 2, everybody. We made our 4 squares. Now let's put our poncho together. For now, we only need 3 squares, so you can put the 4th square aside. Place your favorite square, wrong side up, into the middle. This will be the front of our poncho. Then place the 2 other squares to the left and to the right of the first square, also wrong side up. Those will be our sleeves. We will start in the right corner, crochet to the middle to the neckline, and then to the other corner. So the wrong sides are up and the 2 right sides are facing each other. Go into the 3rd chain of the first piece, into the front loop. When you turn it a little bit, you can see the back loop. Go into the front loop of the 3rd chain and also go into the 3rd chain of the 2nd piece, but this time this is the front loop. Go into the back loop of the 3rd chain and make a slip stitch. So we work into front loops and back loops respectively. Then go into the next chain. That's the last chain, the 4th chain of the first piece. Go into the front loop and then go into the 4th chain of the 2nd piece into the back loop and make a slip stitch. Then we have our double crochet. Go into the front loop of the first piece and the back loop of the 2nd piece, make a slip stitch. Front loop, back loop, slip stitch, front loop, back loop, slip stitch. When you get to the chain, also go into the front loop of the chain in the first piece and the back loop of the chain in the 2nd piece and make a slip stitch. So we're making slip stitches into all of the stitches, the doubles and the chains, and always into the front loop and into the back loop. When you turn the work over, you get 2 little lines on the top and on the bottom. When you get to the middle, slip stitch the 2 chains together on the first piece and on the 2nd piece. So we have 2 chains left over on the first piece. This is how the right side looks. Then grab your 3rd piece and also put the right sides together. So the right sides face each other and the wrong sides are up right here and right there. Slip stitch the front loop of the next chain, which is the 3rd chain, in your first piece together with the back loop of the 3rd chain of your 2nd sleeve. And then you can repeat the same way you did on the other side. Slip stitch all of the stitches together, front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop. And I'm running out of yarn here, and I use scrappy yarns for my seams, and also slip stitch the front and back loops of the chains together the same way you did on the other side. And when you turn it over, this is how the right side looks. Finish the row, make 2 slip stitches into the 2 chains of both pieces. And then you can pull the yarn through and sew in the loose end. This is the wrong side, this is the right side. Now let's make the 2nd seam. Place your poncho right side up this time and fold both sleeves over to the middle, so the wrong side is up on the left and on the right sleeve. Place the 4th square in the middle, also wrong side up, so the right sides face each other again. Then repeat the same stitches from the corner to the neckline and from the neckline to the other corner. We made our 2 seams. This is my seam in the front. This is my seam that I just made in the back. And now we will crochet all around the bottom part of our poncho. So I will turn my poncho 180 degrees so I can start crocheting the bottom corner, and everything is right side up. Let's start round 1, and we will make rounds again where we make double crochet and then double crochet, chain 1, skip 1. Make your regular corner, make a chain of 3, make a double crochet into the chain space, chain 4, and make 2 doubles into the same chain space. Now we will make all double crochet again. Make a double into the first 3 doubles. Then double into the chain space, double into the double, double into the chain space, double into the double. When you get to the seam, make 2 double crochet into the first corner space. Double crochet into the seam, and I try to grab 2 pieces of yarn so I have a secure stitch, and then make 2 double crochet into the 2nd corner and then continue the pattern. Make doubles into the previous doubles and into the chain spaces until you get to the 2nd seam. When you get to the second seam, make 2 doubles into the first space, a double into the seam and 2 doubles into the second space. Repeat your corner with 2 doubles, 4 chains and 2 doubles, and then make the 2 seams on the other side the same way. Double crochet all the way to the first seam, make 2 doubles in each of the chain spaces and a double into the seam, and the same thing on the second seam. If you want to double check your stitch count from corner to corner, so on each side you should have 215 double crochet. Finish round 1 with a slip stitch into the third chain, into the double crochet and into the chain space. And I have gray right now, but I really like to brighten up things, and you can of course stay with your same color again. I will start round 2 with a slip stitch in pink. Chain 3 and make a double into the same chain space. Chain 4 and make 2 doubles into the same chain space. Make a double into the first double, chain 1, skip 1, make a double, chain 1, skip 1, make a double. And there's 2 ways you can double check yourself. We're skipping over all of the double crochet we make into the seam, so that's one way to check. Another way is we have 107 little squares on each side. Then make the corner with 2 doubles, 4 chains and 2 doubles. Then make 107 of those little squares, skipping over all the double crochet we make into the seam. Then finish the round. Make a double crochet into the last double, so skip over the chain of 3. Then make a slip stitch into the third chain, into the double crochet and into the chain space, and start round 3 with a chain of 3, a double, 4 chains and 2 double into the chain space, and then we make doubles into all of the doubles and into the chain spaces, just like in round 1, and make your corner with 2 doubles, 4 chains and 2 doubles. Finish round 3. Remember to make doubles in all the previous stitches, and we go underneath the slip stitch, make the double into the third chain and make a double into the last double crochet. Make a slip stitch into the third chain, into the double, and a slip stitch into the chain space. And if you want to double check, you should have 223 doubles on both sides of the poncho, on the left and on the right side. Let's start round 4 with a chain of 3, a double crochet, a chain of 4 and 2 doubles into the corner space. Then make a double into the first double, chain 1, skip 1, make a double, chain 1, skip 1, make a double, all the way to the next corner. Make your second corner with 2 doubles, 4 chains and 2 doubles, and finish the round with a double crochet into the last previous double. Make a slip stitch into the third chain, into the double and into the chain space, and start round 5, and you should have 111 of those little squares on each of the sides. Now make round 5 the same way we did round 1 and 3 with double crochet into all of the stitches, and you should have 231 doubles on the left and 231 doubles on the right side of the poncho. Then make round 6, which is the same as round 2 and round 4, and you should have 115 little squares on the left and 115 squares on the right side of the poncho. Finish round 6 with a slip stitch into the third chain and a slip stitch into the double crochet, and start round 7. Don't make a slip stitch into the chain space. We will start round 7 right here in the double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then make your usual corner with 2 double crochet into the corner space, 1 and 2, 4 chains and 2 doubles into the same corner space, 1 and 2. Then make a double crochet into the first double of the previous round. So now we have 3 doubles on the left and 3 doubles on the right, and now we will work in groups of 11 along both sides of the poncho. Make your first double crochet into the second double of the previous round. Make your second double in between the second and the third double of the previous round. Go right in between the posts and make the second double. Make the third double into the third double. Make the fourth double into the chain space, the fifth double into the double, 6 into the chain space, 7 into the double, 8 into the chain space, 9 into the double, 10 into the chain space, and double crochet the 11th double into the double crochet. Now we have the 11 doubles plus the 3 we made in the beginning. Make a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then skip 3 of those little squares. 1, 2, 3, or 2 doubles. 1, 2 into the third double. That leaves those 3 little squares empty. Start the 11 doubles again. Make the first one into the double, the second one into the chain space, 3 into the double, number 4 into the chain space, 5 into the double, 6 into the chain space, 7 into the double, 8 into the chain space, 9 in the double, 10 into the chain space, and 11 into the double crochet. Chain 5. Skip the 3 little squares, 1, 2, 3, or 2 doubles, and into the third double. Start making the 11 doubles again. 1 into the double, 1 into the chain space, 1 into the double, 1 into the chain space, and 1 into the double until you have your 11 double crochet. Make the last double into the double crochet. Chain 5. Skip 3 squares again, or 2 doubles, and into the third double. Start making the 11 double crochet again. Now you can repeat the pattern until you get to the corner, and you should have 14 chain 5 spaces. When you get to the second corner, make 9 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now you have 2 more doubles left. We have to make 11 doubles, and we kind of do the same thing that we did in the beginning. We go in between the first and the second double, make our 10th double, and then make the 11th double into the second to last double. And now we have our 11 doubles. And also 1 more double empty, and we just make a double in that and repeat our usual corner. 2 doubles, 4 chains, and 2 doubles. Then a double into the first double, and we repeat the same pattern on the second side that we did on the first side. We start our 11 doubles again. Into the next double, make the first one, in between the second and the third, the second one, 3 into the double, 4 into the chain space, 5 into the double, 6 into the chain space, 7 into the double, 8 into the chain space, 9 into the double, 10 into the chain space, and 11 into the double. Chain 5 and repeat. Skip 3 squares and into the third double. Start making the 11 double crochet. Make the 11 doubles, chain 5, skip 2 doubles or 3 squares, and repeat again. And you will have 14 chain spaces again on the left. So now we have 14 chain spaces on the right and 14 on the left. We have 14 chain spaces on each side, and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches. The 8th one into the last of the square. We have to make 3 more doubles to get our 11 doubles. Make the 9th double into the first out of the 3 doubles of the previous round. Then go in between the double and the chain of 3 and make the 10th double crochet. And the last double crochet, the 11th one, make it into the 3rd chain. And now we have the 11 doubles. Finish round 7 with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain, and in the next round we will make fan stitches. So I will make my slip stitch with a new color, and this Mandala yarn has a pretty gray that I would like to use, and of course you can switch colors with me or use your own color. It is again completely up to you. Let's start round 8. Make a chain of 3 for the first double crochet into the next 2 doubles. Also make doubles, 1 and the second double. Then make 4 doubles into the chain space, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then into the next 3 doubles, also make 3 doubles. 1, 2 and 3. So now we have 10 doubles, 3 to the right, 3 to the left, and 4 in the middle. We will work in groups of 10 doubles to make our fan stitch in this round. Now we have 11 empty double crochet. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 empty doubles. Skip the first 2 doubles and starting in the third double, make 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now we have 2 doubles empty in the beginning and at the end with 7 single crochet in the middle. Skip over the 2 double crochet and go directly into the chain space of 5 and make 10 double crochet into the chain space of 5. I've made my 10 doubles into the chain space. Skip the first 2 doubles, 1 and 2, and starting into the third double, make the 7 single crochet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip over the last 2 doubles and make 10 double crochet into the chain space again. Make the 10 doubles, then skip the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and starting in the third double, make the 7 single crochet into the next 7 doubles. And I'm also battling with a pesky dog hair right here. Skip the last 2 doubles and then repeat. Make 10 double crochet into all of the chain spaces. Skip the first and the last 2 doubles and make 7 singles. When you get to your second corner, skip the first 2 double crochet and starting in the third double crochet, make your 7 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip 2 doubles and into the third double, make a double crochet and into the next double and into the next double. So we have 3 doubles. Make 4 doubles into the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next 3 doubles of the previous round, make also 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Then skip 2 double crochet and starting in the third double, make your 7 singles again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip 2 doubles and make the 10 double crochet into the chain space. And now you can repeat the pattern on this side the same way you did on the other side. And when you get to the end of the round, skip the first 2 doubles and make your 7 single crochet. That leaves 2 more doubles empty to skip. And you can finish round 8 with a slip stitch into the third chain and start round 9. Make a back post slip stitch around the chain of 3. Move your hook to the back and then from the back to the front, and from the front to the back go around the entire chain of 3. So you have the chain of 3 on your hook. Make the slip stitch, pull the yarn through the chain of 3 and then through the loop that you have on your hook. And when you look in the front, you can see that little bar, and that's our back post slip stitch. Chain 4 to replace the first back post treble crochet. Then chain 2 for the chain space. Yarn over twice and make a back post treble around the second double crochet. Go around the entire post. From the back to the front, from the front to the back around the entire post, pull the yarn through the post. Then pull through 2 loops, through 2 and through 2 and repeat. Chain 2, yarn over twice, make the back post treble around the third double crochet. Pull through 2 and through 2, chain 2. Then go around the next double crochet, make the back post treble, chain 2, and make back post treble crochet into all of the previous double crochet with a chain 2 in between. This is my 6th one, chain 2, this is my 7th back post treble, chain 2, the 8th one, chain 2, the 9th one, chain 2, and the 10th back post treble around the 10th double, but this time don't chain 2, so we have 10 back post treble crochet and we chain 2, so we get a bigger space around the corner. Now let's crochet the side. Skip over the first 2 singles, 1 and 2, and starting in the 3rd single, make 3 singles into the next 3 singles, 1, 2 and 3, and skip over the last 2 singles, 1 and 2, and then start again, make 10 back post trebles around the 10 doubles. But this time we are working on the side of our poncho, so we only chain 1 and not 2, chain only 1. We don't need that much space now, so this time we're making our trebles around the doubles, or our back post trebles I should say, but only 1 chain in between, so you do that also 10 times. 10 back post trebles and then 9 times the chain 1 in between. Don't make a chain after your 10th treble, and if you look, you can see the little bumps underneath the double crochet from the back post trebles. Skip the first 2 stitches, and starting in the 3rd stitch, make the 3 singles into the next 3 stitches and skip the next 2 singles. Then make the 10 back post trebles again with a chain 1 in between. Then skip 2 singles, make 3 singles, skip 2 singles and make 10 back post trebles with a chain 1 in between. Before you get to the 2nd corner, skip 2 singles, make 3 singles into the previous 3 singles, skip 2 singles and make the corner. Make 10 back post treble crochet around the previous 10 double crochet, and remember in the corner we make a chain of 2 in between all of our back post trebles, so we have a larger corner. Then skip the first 2 singles, make 3 singles, skip the last 2 singles and then work the side the usual way. Make 10 back post trebles around the 10 doubles and only chain 1 in between the treble crochet. So all of our shell stitches have 10 back post trebles with 9 chain spaces in between. Finish round 9, skip the first 2 singles, make 3 singles and skip the last 2 singles, 1 and 2. Then make a slip stitch into the 4th chain. So here are 2 chains for our chain space. Next to it is the 4th chain for the back post treble. Make a slip stitch into that. Then go in between the 1st and the 2nd back post treble, our 1st chain space. You can make a slip stitch with your yarn. I will change to pink for the last round. Let's start round 10. Chain 1 and make a single crochet into the same chain space, our 1st chain space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make a picot into the single crochet. Go into those 2 pieces of yarn. They look like an arrow up when you put them on your hook. Pull through the 2 loops and then pull through 2 loops, and that's the single crochet picot. Make another single crochet into the 1st chain space into the same chain space and repeat 2 more times. Go to the next chain space, make a single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make the single crochet picot. Make a single crochet into the same chain space. Now we have 2 picots with a single crochet. Go into the next chain space and make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet, picot. And make another single crochet into the same chain space. Go to the 4th chain space, make a single crochet, and make another single crochet into the same chain space, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the next chain space and make 2 singles, 1 and 2. Let's count our spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just worked into the 5th space. Into the 6th, 7th and 8th space we will make the picots again. Go to your next chain space, make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and make a single crochet into the same chain space. Go to the next chain space and repeat single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and a single crochet into the same chain space. Go to the second to last chain space, make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and a single crochet into the same chain space. And now we have one more chain space left between the 9th and the 10th back post treble crochet. Make 2 single crochet into that last chain space. We finished the corner. Now let's crochet along the side of our poncho, and the pattern is almost the same. Make 3 single crochet into the previous 3 singles. 1, 2 and 3. And now we will repeat almost the same pattern in our 9 spaces. Go between the first and the second back post treble and make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. Go to the next chain space and repeat. Make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and the third time go to the next chain space. Make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. So we worked our picots in 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. Make a single crochet into the 4th space and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a single crochet into the next chain space. And now we have 4 spaces left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a single crochet into the next chain space with a 3 chain, single crochet picot, and we will make the 3 picots again into the next 3 spaces. This was our first one. Go into the next chain space, make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and into the second to last space make another single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and at least 1 more chain space, the 9th. Make just a single crochet. Go to your 3 singles on the side and make 3 single crochet into those previous 3 singles, 1, 2 and 3. Here are the 9 spaces and the stitches that go into them. In the first 3 spaces we make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, 1, 2, 3 times. In the 4th space we make a single crochet, 5 chains and a single crochet into the 5th space. Into the 6th, 7th and 8th space we make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot again. Into the 9th space we make a single crochet, and then we make the 3 singles into the previous 3 singles. Let's repeat one more time. Make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot sequence into the first chain space, into the second chain space, and into the third chain space. Make a single crochet into the 4th chain space, chain 5, make a single crochet into the 5th chain space, and into the 6th, 7th and 8th chain space repeat the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot sequence, and make a single crochet into the 9th chain space, and then make 3 single crochet into the previous 3 single crochet. And then you can start the picot sequence again between the first and the second back post treble. Make the stitches in the 9 spaces and single crochet 3 into the 3 singles of the previous round. You can do that until you get to the corner. Single crochet 3 into the previous singles, and now let's make the corner. Make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot into the first chain space, and make another single crochet into the first chain space, and we add those extra single crochet to have more space around the corner. Go into the second space, make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and make a single crochet into the second chain space. Make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot into the third space, and make a single into the third space. go to the 4th space, make 2 single crochet into the 4th space, chain 5 and make 2 single crochet into the 5th space. Into the next 3 spaces, repeat the sequence again. Go into the 6th space, make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet, picot, and make a single crochet into the same space. Move to the 7th space, make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet, picot, and make a single crochet into the same space. Go to the 8th space, make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet, picot, and make a single crochet into the same space. Then make 2 single crochet into space number 9, our last chain space. Then make 3 single crochet into the previous 3 singles, 1, 2, and 3. And now you can repeat the sequence on this side without the extra single crochet the same way we did on the first side. I left the drawing up so you can see the stitches again. And you can finish your last round by pulling the loop through from the front to the back through the first single crochet. Make 1 more chain and you can sew in your loose end. And now we will make our tassels. I use 8 pieces of yarn about 10 inches long and a big hook to pull the strings through all at one time. Fold the strings in half and my poncho is facing right side up. Go through the chain space of 5 from the back to the front and pull the tassels through. And then pull through the loop 1 more time so you have that little bump in the front of the poncho, and then you can straighten them out and maybe cut some long ends and repeat on all of the other chain spaces. Now let's create a neckline for our poncho. I have everything right side up and this is the back square of the poncho. Here's the left seam and here's the right seam. Start in the first square. So here's our corner. Go into the first square, make 2 single crochet into the first square. 1 and 2. Go to the next square and make 1 single crochet. So we're alternating between 1 and 2 singles. Go to the next square, make 2 singles. Go to the next square, make 1 single, and alternate between 2 single crochet, 1 single, 2 singles, 1 single, until you get to the seam. And you should have 2 single crochet in the last square. Then make 3 single crochet into the next 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Then make 2 singles into the next space, the corner space, 1 and 2, and now we will make a 5 yarn over puff stitch right into the middle space. Yarn over once, go into the middle space, pull a long loop, yarn over twice, pull a long loop, yarn over 3 times, pull the loop, yarn over 4 times, pull the loop, and yarn over 5 times, pull the loop. Pull through all of the loops on your hook and close off with a chain. Go to the next corner space, make 2 single crochet into the corner space, and then make 3 singles into the 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Then start again, make 2 singles into the first square, 1 single into the second square, and alternate 2 singles, 1 single, 2 singles, 1 singles, until you get to the next seam. You should have 2 single crochet in your last square again. Then make 3 single crochet into the doubles. 1, 2, 3. Make 2 single crochet into the corner space. 1 and 2, and repeat the 5 yarn over puff stitch right into that middle space. Yarn over once, twice, 3 times, 4 and 5. Pull through all of the loops, close off with a chain, make 2 singles into the next space. 1 and 2. Make 3 singles into the 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and make a slip stitch into the first single crochet, and I will change color for the last round to make it stand out. So I will change to a lighter color and start the last round. And now we will make picots again. Chain 1 and make a single crochet into the same stitch. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make a single crochet picot into the single crochet the same way we did on the bottom of our poncho. Skip 1 stitch and repeat. Make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. Skip 1 stitch, make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. Skip 1, make a single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot until you get to the seam. When you get to the seam, your picot should be in the second out of the 2 singles we made into the little square. And now we repeat the pattern across the puff stitch. Skip 1 stitch and make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. And you can repeat it until you get to the puff stitch. Skip 1 stitch, go to the right of the puff stitch and make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. Then skip over the stitch right on top of the puff stitch, go to the left of it, and that single crochet, the first one we made into the square, and make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. And now you can continue until you get to the next seam. Skip 1 stitch, make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. When you get to the second seam, make your last picot sequence, this time into the first single out of the 2. We shifted our pattern a little bit, but then continue with the picot sequence. Skip 1, make the picot sequence all the way until you get to the puff stitch. And this time, the stitch to the right of the puff stitch is empty, and we go directly on top of the puff stitch into those 2 pieces of yarn and make our single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot into that. And then you can repeat to the end of the round. Skip 1 stitch and repeat the picot sequence. And I'm making my last single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot. When I make my last single crochet right here, I can pull my yarn out, thread a needle, then go into the first single crochet you made, right through the front and the back loop, then top down into the last single crochet through both loops, the back loop and the back bump, and then you can sew in your loose end. And I have more to sew in right here, but right here you can see it looks seamless. And now our poncho is finished. I hope you like it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.